Ma me fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de o se dem yopo.
Obusanfo Omanpenyini John Dramani Mahama akasa ede afa EC ensensamona ekoso no na nedie wa wuramu ankasa wa biebie mu wo bra na wakohia SCC wejagbawe for na oni omo etwetwe enkomo ewo mini deba bi a omo ekoyeye abusia Omanpenyini John Dramani Mahama achiremu ama Ghana for afide ahemfo aneti nanim ni empenyufo a na ewo ho va Ghana for dodo na afi na omate asem na ase papa unyabotre wuramu ebiebi nsem na niwa chire sentira NDC for eye enne ya mene mo kasei ade chi anopa be 7 a ye de eye demonstration chinchinchirinchi pa de kwa akohye so I make sure say EC ebema ho kwan na NDC MPP all the political parties yeshia na yaye forensic audit on the register and the album of Ghana voters you know na aboa ama obia gidia owo ewo process no atumi agina abusia yenko eye SCC na yegutie enkomo no sede Omanpenyini John Dramani Mahama edi fire abusia PENDREAM TV so na wasugusu na wanigusu awohwe mesro say over subscribe to the channel, like a video no na share to other platform mom so enya behwe o hwe ni na wo kire wa adwe e comment section ase yankutim
ezu yo medase yana nanu mo ahemfo yezongo mpenyimfo imamfo yasofo wejagba constituency fo nyina mechiamo menganya fe nyuma jonya fe yedim se bronya busoma ebe yebeto aba na ayemi de se minia chairman ofoso ampofo abekasa efa abatwa yebeto no ho yenyina bebi amekobia ohene bia esre se yemma asomdwe entena ho abra abatwa no ekoso ene ekopem na wieye na yenyina yegitum se ewo se yeto aba no ewo asomdwe mu na se basabasa yobia beba mejina Ghana fo nyina enim eka se sabasa yono every year NDC for if we say yenim se abato no yedin kunim ewa abato no ezu na nipa onim se wedding kudim ada no be se pese kuni abato no be basabasa enti ye de enfi ye ho ye pe asomdwe na bibia ye ni bia ye yese ne be asomdwe beba efi se wo hwe enyoma ye ka kire electoral commission because wo hwe abato ejuma na electoral commission ene dimu chen obia if you say they are the arbiters, they are the referees. Now normally basa yobeba football match mo every referee no. So referee na ndini ya eno na ema entokwesi. Enti ma obi anka say ye ni SC electoral commission so ye ni SC electoral commission so if you say ye pese omo ye omo adwuma yie na obi enhu say abato na ye frenchem say na be ya ye benya asomdwe. 17 September, yes, baby, make 17 December. Mr. 17 September, Tuesday, or demonstration. Na ya nante ako EC office. Ewa region bia 16 regions ni na integrated Accra. Ye na ya for EC office. Na ya ko ye demonstration. Say they should sit up and do their job well, so that we will not have any confusion in the electoral process. Eto de bia omo ankasa omo kasa enema nipa ehu se omo nye neutral omo kasa ye ka register sem mo be ma ye mbuaya wo say oh na say mo wa aban po na planets obeka planets say ewo twika so me dem nim planets, that is other planets, and plants and animals were on the register. I mean, that is an insult to the people of Ghana. You think you are insulting us, NDC? You are insulting all the people of Ghana. Because you are in charge of the register. And you, the person who was saying that, you were director of operations. And so, if in 2016, there were animals and planets in the register, that's the reason why we must even scrutinize the register better. So that argument he made is rather giving us cause to want to make sure that we have a good register. And so you think you are insulting us, but you are insulting your own EC and showing us that you don't do your job properly. In 2016, when MPP raised a lot of issues about the register, what did the Electoral Commissioner do? She set up a 5-member committee headed by VCRAC Crab to audit the register, and she asked all the parties to bring their complaints to the committee. They sat for 2 or 3 weeks, I remember, and finished their work. And we all agreed that we were ready to go to the elections with the register. What is so difficult this time that you cannot set up a committee and ask us to bring our complaints, and that you go through the register and make sure that you address all those complaints, so that all of us will say we are satisfied with the register? Why is it so different that this time that you cannot do that? I was an election monitor in the previous Liberia elections, the one Bawumia won. And the same issues they had with their register. The ECOWAS appointed an independent audit team to come and audit the register and their electoral process. That team was headed by our own Charlotte Osei. She went and audited the register, audited the electoral process, and Liberia was able to have a successful election. It is not rocket science. It has been done before. What do you have to hide, Electoral Commission? If you have nothing to hide, let's audit the register. Let's all agree that the register is okay, and then let's go for the election. And I know that if we go for the election, if everything is free and fair and transparent, there's no doubt in my mind that NDC is going to emerge victorious in the election. Now, Nyamekane say there are different segments of a country. You have governance, you have the economy, you have several other segments. And the government must work to make the lives of people better in every segment of society and every segment of governance. Now, let me concentrate only on the economy, just the economy. We handed over an economy that was in good shape. Debt to GDP was 57%, inflation was 15%, deficit was 6.1%. We didn't borrow 1 CD from the central bank. Bank of Ghana 2016, government did not borrow 1 CD from the bank. We financed the whole of government's budget from our own revenues. And we handed over this country to the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. And these are the people, Sanipe and almost say, Omu economic wizards. Number ombe siesi sikasem, senebe ya Ghana po nyina ehun beto omo. And then what is the balance sheet? Siekasi ye marke omo a omo ma lecture. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And then you be saying the same question about fundamentals are weak. No, to papa so. Onwun yoka. Ezu. Me was only pay say, or no why you social as vice president. No on marking one. Why ya dear pa, his performance is good. Mr. Akan, his performance is F for fail. We're failing. Ezu Oni ni boss Akufo-Addo nyina ọma feli ne ọma kachre Ghana fo nyina ebo ọma hye nyina ọma etimi endi so 7th January 2017 ọman a me hand over ma Akufo-Addo enye sa ọman ni ne Ezu ne wose ọma ye ne se ọmbe pa Ghana fo acho no ọma se President Mahama no na ye dwen say da fom na enim say sa na tie enti Ghana for ye sremo ye kwa akotena ye baby sanya oka kire me ne mills say ye nkopɛ ye baby ntina ne ndwen ye ho na omo beje no sa na me ka kire oni Bawumia say omo nkotena se na omo ndwen omo ho as they should go and sit and reflect on the harm that they have done to this country, and they should let NDC come and repair the damage that they have done and put Ghana back on its feet. And then ode mamenye mfato ho bako abra mi fi abemu na Ghana ka nyina ya de free Kwame Nkrumah abreso ebe pay Abraham me see from 120 billion samre no 120 billion wo chema Ghana fo nyina na ye de ka 40 million 4,000 sikadada no 40 million 4,000 Ghana cedis and ye ka is over 760 billion cedis 760 billion cedis na enne wo ka se wo chiche sa aka aba ye nyina ye tua obi amfa ne de ne ntua ye nyina ahemfo omoti hoi ni munyina serki osofo munyina muni sebna mode e ka mode 20,000 Ghana cedis 200 million cedis and amodeka na ne ye me nwanwa ne se ye nyina ye hu se economy no omunya f no e tell se omo anya ade kra omo de omo hu ne sa so ye mbo omo abaso e fi so omo aye djuma yie na ne ameka ne se o yare na wo nim se wo yare na wo nim yare kra hawa and there you cannot get a cure. It is omo ka so omo aye ade ne mbo omo abaso and omo nim se Ghana sika sem na say na ya yete he ye nim se enyoma enko yie ezu na ni ameka ne se emre na so se osono na ye pene mani ba krom no enyoma a wa sei no emfe wotwe emre na so se osono no ye san pam no eko enwure mu bebi ofi ba ye ezu eza adekwa ye ewo kamemba menka bia membo ene se fie nan bia wo hwe senya aban na eteso no se na waye ne djuma se waye ne yio so onye ne yio se nyoma koyo se nyoma koyo eno ena wo akwenya se wo hwe na okoto waba enti na omampanyi kufo ka na asem simple and titia o se hwe wasetena na to abapa ezu enti 7 December ebai ye benya akwenya se ye be kwakoto aba minim se nipa kakra bi omasetena yeye efi se ebusua na ehwe oman no so omo ye omonamfofo ana ase omo kan ebusua no ho omo de omo yeye na ya ka minim se Ghana for dodo na minim se ya setena no assign echi enti saada no ye koto ya ba ye be hwe ya setena mu ni ato aba na minim se emre na esubium emre bia ye beto aba bia ye be nante age nkrofo mobile phone na ya ka cho se computer no so na bo application na omo be ma bosuan keten obe hu a na dia fam 1000 Ghana 500 Ghana 2000 Ghana omo dwen se sa sika no ɔmo de tɔ w'adwen na nea meka ne sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni sika ne yɛ Ghana fɔ dea ɛyɛ yɛto a yɛtua yɛ no ɛna yɛde ma wo nti yɛde ma wo a ɛno ɛnkyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wotɔn w'adwen ɛda no duru hɔ a na wokɔto w'aba a kan ahokyere a wofaa mu no kan ohia a wofaa mu no kan w'adwuma a asɛn no kan ɛto a ɔmode atoo so kan e-levy a woatua betting tax a woatua kan covid levy a woatua ezu ɛwɔ sɛ wokae saa nneɔma no nyinaa na wode to w'aba na mewɔ gyidie sɛ Ghanafoɔ dodoɔ no a yɛnyɛ nnipa a wobɛtumi ɛde 1,000 cedis atɔ yɛm ɛda no duru hɔ na yɛkɔ abatoɔ adaka no mu a yɛbɛto ama baabi a nokware ne da menim sɛ nneɔma bi ɛha mo ɛwɔ mo constituency ha na after na yɛtwerɛ manifesto no yɛne sibafoɔ tena ase ɛne ɛka kyerɛ mo sɛ yɛbɛyi so siba as the umbrella body a aban mmoa bi a yɛbɛma bi a yɛde bɛfa siba so na yɛnim sɛ obiara ɛwɔ ndwuma nketenkete a mohia mmoa ɛtumi ayɛ saa adwuma no na mate sɛ mo ha no siba ne diesel asɛ yɛfrɛ ɔmo den petrol asɛ den diesel mo diesel yɛsɛ mo wɔ ntɔkwa nketenkete bi mehyɛ mo bɔ sɛ ɛba a yɛbɛtena ase ne mo mmienu ne yɛsiesie mo ntɛm na biribiara atɔ din ezu afei so mprɛn pii no nsuo tɔ a nsuo ayiri ɛwɔ ha ɛsɛn nipa nneɛma ɛsiane sɛ estuary baabi a nsuo no a efiri wagya dam no ɛrekɔ no ɛtɔ de bi a na anwea abɛsi ano nti mmerɛ biara sɛ ebeduru nsutɔbere a ɛwɔ sɛ aban enya dredger na ebie saa channel no sɛnɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nsuo no ba a na ɛtwa mu na ɛrekɔ nti mo MP wɔ briefing mi biribiara yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden ne adredge channel no ɛne mo drains ɛwɔ ha nyinaa sɛnɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nsuo tɔ a ɛnyiri ɛnsɛe nkurɔfoɔ nneɛma biom. We need to do something about the management of our cities. The MPP government promised to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. Unfortunately, after 8 years, Accra is the dirtiest city in Africa. It's even dirtier than when they took it in 2017. And so we need a new sanitation system. And the only way we can get it right is if we decentralize the sanitation. The district assembly should take control of their own sanitation. Government should give the money to them and let they themselves clean their districts. And if the district is not clean, you can sack the DCE because it means he's not doing his job well. But today, when you centralize it, money is paid at the center. The district chief executive doesn't know how much is being paid. The people in the area are not employed to clean their own district. Nobody is going to clean. And so we'll change the system. We will bring the money to the district assembly. Hire the area boys who are walking about and have no work. Hire them to clean the district and the area and pay them so that they also can get some money in their pockets. We are also going to make sure that Accra becomes bright again and it is lit up. We are fed up of street lights that don't work. Anytime a street light works, 1 week, 2 weeks, the next time you come, free, it's dark again. So we're going to light up Accra. We're going to change the system of management of our street lights so that we can have our street lights working so that Accra is safe. Because we want to implement a 24-hour economy policy. And the 24-hour economy policy requires that the city should be safe. And you cannot have a safe city which is a dark city. You can only have a safe city if the city is well lit and people can see what is going on as if it's still daytime. And so we're going to change the management of the street lighting system so that we can light up the whole of Accra, so that whether you work in the day or in the night, you know that you can go safely from your home to your work without being attacked. There are other local issues, and I'm sure our MP has addressed them. We're going to work together with him to solve the issues to do with education. I hear there are no basic schools in New Wager. It's an omission. There must be public basic schools. I know there are private ones, but there must be public basic schools too, because not everybody can afford to send their child to a private school. And so we'll help to work to resolve that. There are health challenges, there are challenges with the road network. All those are issues that we will put our heads together and make sure that we resolve. I just want to leave you with the issue of free SHS. NDC is going to come and make free SHS better. The first thing we're going to do is to decentralize the feeding system. And so instead of giving the money to the center to provide food for the schools, we'll give the money for feeding the children directly to the schools. And they themselves can go and procure their food to give our children better quality food in the schools. When NDC was in government, all the children in basic school had all their 4 textbooks. The government provided it free of charge. They all had their 4 core textbooks. Today, as I stand here, our children in the basic school for 5 years, after a new curriculum has been introduced, do not have access to textbooks. That is going to be a thing of the past. NDC is going to come and make things better. NDC is going to come and make sure that we improve the conditions in our basic schools. NDC is going to come and cancel the double track system so that our children will all go to school together when school reopens, just as we used to do in the past. And when school vacates, they will all come home together. We're not going to have a situation where children are going to come and sit at home for 3 months at a stretch. And then when they go to school, they're in school for just 4 weeks. Then they come back home for another 2 months. Whatever they learned in school, they come back, they sit at home for 3 months. If you do not get an extra classes teacher to teach them, when they go back to school, they've forgotten virtually everything that they learned. And in some cases, if you are not lucky, your daughter stays at home for too long. The area boys, sometimes you know what happens, and then her future is destroyed. We want that to stop happening. And so NDC is going to come and improve the free SHS so that we can get the benefits that the money we're spending is supposed to give us. And then finally, we want to help the women and women-owned enterprises, or enterprises, even if they are owned by men, employ a lot of women. And so we're coming with a bank that will target women and their businesses. Mudetri anamunya sikakakra mutimidi peja mwejuma. Enti ye beto bank ehwe ema enjuma anase se bema won ejuma enso ema edoso ena omuye nejuma yefo a ye bema omumbo akakra se ne beya emre bia se ope bosia ede akodidwa anase ope se obie wejuma mu kakra na ope bosia wokwa ombema osa bosia no won fa bibie enkosi ho ansa nyama obosia no won fa odan enkosi ho won fa oka enkosi ho ezu collateral bia ni ho no collateral eno ani enani se yehu bebia wote na obeje bosia no interest da so ye fofofo e wo form enti woje bosia na utua kakra kopim se obetua wie enti eno women's development bank yede ba enyoma bebre wo ho a me ka ade be sign enti we de bebi edro no me de mo parliamentary candidate ebe kire mo yes nsuo asem so ha mo ha ye be ba be hwe ne asiesie nsuo asem no se na ebe ya obi abenya nsuo ni bia no abra ndc wa bremu abra me ye manpanyin nsuo a ye de ka akra ho 40 million gallons 40 million gallons aban we by they've not done any expansion of the water system, not even 1 gallon addition to Accra's water system. And that is why we are suffering a shortage of water, because the population of Accra has grown. And so every government must add to the supply. But when NDC comes, we will make sure that we do that so that as many people have water as possible. Enyemi megame, like 7th December, Oba for Shiki, ni aba afi dwene amena shikawa ewo eche kra aba chenye ni ahanye fi nokofio kodi nye wo for shiki wo ha me shi echu ni walake party ni yo anukwale nji NDC ewo NDC mba shiki ni wo ba for ne lake inshallah NDC ni ba ye kuni we shiki emi Eza Nase Ojoin Enama Neba Enedinechi Me who say Ojoin Enam da Osonoba Edinechi Intibisremo No skirt and blouse Yepe overall Ayapa Mabum Ezu Menim say MPP candidates nipi omunim say NDC neighbor. Enti omun bebre enam ka say oh yenim say Jomama be wene enso edu parliament ne dia monto mame Devi enye dokre alakpa amale alakpa amale career entro woto wabama jma ose wotoma ne bana ojina ebe se mampeni ehia sika e de siesie munsuo asem o mampeni hia sika ameki sure say a deselte mogates gina se ne be ya atorenchem ehamo bibi o mampeni be ye bia se obesi school o obesi ayarsabio ni nyina ewo se oko parliament no modern omonsan eto ase ansa na timi ayedwuma enti na woto abama president ewo se wode ne banaka ne ho na omko ye edwuma mamo enti mepeja ne nsa no mahu se odo ne agena tum se oye the candidate for NDC ewo Wejagbawe constituency na nidin the honorable Horace Odate Felix Odate Lamptey. Ezu Madam Ase nyame kamo
yo enti abushafo eye omanpenyini John Dramani Mahama ena yakọ akotie ne nsɛm a ɔde ekoto eye SCC Wejagbawe for anim obra na ahemfo mpanyifo imams asofo ene titrini amintimfo etwahye aye deba omoye enu abushafo mesraw se in fact nsɛm bi sei no awase yinyina no yeboa na yepushi na ekwachiri because we ene seb Uganda for person omoti enye agro na MPP for nam a omudi no concert party na MPP for nam a omudi omukugina eye deba bia asia na adani omo asa adani omo party adani omo poti adani omo fencing jamboree celebration etupabu owo sisi tiani bi personality. When I'm so we are no masamba kuti anyom edi etia yen say nyame na shira yen na shewo mo samutwe mamia mensemje mam nyame na shira yen na she no mo bo akuti anyom asafon chese hase omanya yetimu emuye asa omanya yetimu aniji aba asa omanya yetimu bibia koyi forgetting say omo be fa dollar no CD no at 3 cedis 90 pesos to $1. Omo be fa sebi fuel at 16 Ghana cedis. In fact, it been quite been ton 14 Ghana cedis. And then almost 100 cedis. Omo refi so omo be fa cement bo na 26 cedis and then 100 cedis. Omo refi chese enyoma the biomining namono omura fi say like omato pete etu obusia this ni nyina no ene say omuni campaign message bia omode be ma amanfo ti ato omo ene ayampi ato atemdidie omampanyini Mahama oye kowinsani orensa ene fankusi hin ensem basa just anything in nine because allegations or mode bata papa hu nyina no nyame adom omo ankasa omo prosecutor no wa sign it ama ne ho afi fite the says sukrema enti ama he say baby a awiwi omo no say yemfa attack ne personality say sebe oye kowinsani tronkwa say omunim ni ombeka there is no message better na fan saying and this if we need elections omeba be kunkumo omune kunkuma asofo bi omo hyehye nkramofo dan hyehye asorefo dan hyehye ahem okuma ahemfo omo yes nsem kosi asem kwa message bi ani ho abusia message no eni ho message eni ho akufu adona nkasa be say campaign no atonsuo atiase omo campaign atonsuo isi the aka omwane akeka the aka omwane akeka nti de ekoso no na se kire nyina no enti se omampanyini John Dramani Mahama kugina simpie so na o kansam explaini enyoma ni o kansam wa Ghana for person omote she Ghana fu nkram ehu se sa ni da so bi ewo honoma. These are the messages we should be pushing across. Expect say mo saka video bi si amoso mo share into other platforms so na intumi nkọ akire ma afoforo so enya bi nhwe bi ni nyina no ye akwan a wo so betumi afa so de aboa ama nsempa no atumi akọ akire ebre aso say ye pushi nsempa no Matia say Mahama kofa nsempa na ba ye pushi man nsempa no entumi enko akire ma Ghana fu nyina ente eye saa nsem no bi.
Mahama Obiara
Enti abusiafo information a yede abeto amamuni na mede enkaibo bi de bremo efri border cross travel consult omo say bano akwantu hu adwuma adia abusua connected to them bana akwantu hu ensem dia connect to them fa Europe, America, Australia, friends say UK, Asia, wherever, Africa, babia akwantu nsam de abusua omo ye tatahwe what try baby what try me back mienu miensa amfa. This is your last stop. Abusua number ubetumi afro asiso 0303 977 006 0303 977 006 and that's 0500 410007 0 no 3 0500 410007 pacho frɛ omo na omo no entwetwe nkomo na omo ntumi assisto but o from akacha omo say unya number no if you PENDREAM TV ombetimi assisto senebe ya o dwumadie na o pese oni omudi no bibia be course 13 obusia share video yi ato other platforms mo munya binhwe na like video no kyerɛ wadwen e comment section no ase email PENDREAM TV ese Adam Yopo
PENDREAM TV, Yamishia Opani, Jumakesia, Debbie Amisha, YouTube, and all other social media platforms. It's Ramongo follow PENDREAM TV. Very fantastic talent, doing a lot of the channel.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far, so good. Say open online portal, Ghana. Nipa share, Nipa follow, Nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, I PENDREAM TV.